The world of celebrity is often seen as a shimmering facade of wealth, glamour, and unending success. Behind the flashbulbs and red carpet, however, many celebrities grapple with financial instability, sometimes leading to surprising and heartbreaking ends. Join Facts First as we present the biggest stars who tragically died broke. Now we know why. Judy Garland. A beacon of talent and tragedy, Judy Garland's contributions to film and music are iconic. From her heartwarming portrayal of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz to her riveting performances in A Star is Born and countless other classics, Garland's talent was undeniable. Her powerful voice and emotional depth made her a standout both in film and on stage. But the pressures of early fame took a toll on her personal life. From a young age, Garland was thrust into the spotlight, leading to a reliance on drugs to manage the demands of her career. Multiple marriages, management disputes, and health challenges further exacerbated her struggles. As her career progressed, these personal and professional challenges coalesced, leading to periods of financial instability and a tragic early death. Michael Jackson. Few artists can claim to have had the impact on the music world that Michael Jackson did. As the king of pop, Jackson redefined what it meant to be a global superstar. With hits like Billie Jean and Thriller, he set and broke numerous records, selling hundreds of millions of albums worldwide. His tours were spectacles, attended by fans from all walks of life. But as much as his life was filled with unparalleled success, it was also plagued by controversy. Allegations and lawsuits, coupled with a penchant for extravagant spending, meant that Jackson faced substantial financial challenges. By the time of his death in 2009, despite having earned more than $1 billion during his lifetime, Jackson was reportedly hundreds of millions in debt. Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain. Renowned for his razor-sharp wit and insightful social commentary, Samuel Clemens, known more commonly by his pseudonym Mark Twain, authored American classics like The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. At one point in his career, Twain was among the highest-paid writers in America. His fame extended beyond literature. He was sought after for lectures, with his speaking engagements earning him substantial amounts. But a series of unfortunate investments, especially the page typesetting machine, became a financial sinkhole. Twain's unyielding faith in the machine's potential, despite numerous failures, eventually led him to declare bankruptcy. Oscar Wilde. Beyond his sharp wit and flamboyant style, Oscar Wilde was a literary genius. His plays, like The Importance of Being Earnest, and his novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, questioned societal norms of Victorian England. Despite his prominence, Wilde's life took a tragic turn when he was prosecuted for gross indecency due to his homosexual relationships. After serving his prison sentence, he lived in exile in Paris. Shunned by many of his former associates and separated from his family, Wilde died in relative poverty and obscurity. Joe Louis. Often dubbed the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis was an iconic figure in boxing. His prowess in the ring was unmatched, and he held the World Heavyweight Boxing Championship title for over a decade. Outside the ring, Louis was a symbol of hope for African Americans during a time of rampant racial segregation. Sadly, poor financial advice, coupled with a hefty debt to the IRS due to back taxes, forced Louis into financial ruin. In his later years, he resorted to public exhibitions and even refereeing wrestling matches to make ends meet. Billie Holiday. With a voice that was both hauntingly beautiful and deeply soulful, Billie Holiday is hailed as one of the greatest jazz and pop vocalists of all time. Tracks like Strange Fruit highlighted racial issues, a daring move for the time. But behind her illustrious career, Holiday faced numerous personal demons, including drug addiction and abusive relationships. This, coupled with unscrupulous managers, led to financial instability, and she passed away with only 70 cents in the bank. Edgar Allan Poe. Often seen as the mastermind behind the modern detective story and gothic horror tales, Poe's works like The Telltale Heart and The Raven remain literary classics. Yet throughout his life, Poe struggled with personal demons, including alcoholism and bouts of depression. His inability to achieve significant financial success from his writings and a tumultuous personal life culminated in his tragic and mysterious death, where he was found delirious and in distress on the streets of Baltimore. Mickey Rooney. A powerhouse talent from a very young age, Mickey Rooney began his journey in entertainment as a child actor. His career's longevity is a testament to his immense talent, with his work spanning the silent film era to modern Hollywood blockbusters. Rooney's vivacious energy made him a standout, especially in films with Judy Garland, and by the late 30s to the early 40s, he became Hollywood's top box office draw. His performance in Boys Town and the Andy Hardy films solidified his legacy as an acting great, yet the personal toll of his success cast was heavy. Over the course of his life, Rooney faced financial exploitation at the hands of trusted family members, and went through a series of tumultuous marriages leading to significant financial strain. These challenges, including multiple bankruptcy filings, painted a stark contrast to the bright lights of his on-screen presence. His later years became a platform for advocating against elder abuse, a sad reflection of his personal financial battles. Bela Lugosi, best remembered for his chilling portrayal of Count Dracula in the 1931 classic film, the Hungarian-born Bela Lugosi became an iconic figure in the world of horror cinema. His deep voice and captivating presence made him the quintessential Dracula, a role that would both define and limit his career. While the character brought him fame, it also typecast him, making it challenging for Lugosi to find varied roles. This pigeonholing was compounded by his off-screen struggles. As his career waned in the 40s, he faced a personal battle with addiction to morphine and methadone, leading to both professional and financial setbacks. Though he tried to revive his career in the 1950s, his financial situation never truly recovered. Willie Aames. Bursting onto the entertainment scene as a teen heartthrob, Willie Aames became a household name during the 70s and 80s, thanks to his roles in popular TV shows like 8 is Enough and Charles in Charge. His youthful charm and good looks endeared him to audiences across America. Yet, as is often the case in Hollywood, Aames's transition from child star to adult actor was fraught with challenges. As the spotlight began to fade, Aames grappled with personal demons, including substance addiction. The combination of declining roles, personal struggles, and poor financial decisions culminated in a series of personal and financial lows, including bankruptcy and a period where he was homeless. Chet Baker. The West Coast jazz movement's poster boy, Chet Baker, was a talent to behold. His trumpet's haunting melodies, combined with a distinctive vocal style, made him a standout in the jazz world. Albums like Chet Baker Sings showcased his versatility and cemented his status as a musical icon. But behind the scenes, Baker's life was fraught with challenges. His numerous run-ins with the law, coupled with an enduring battle with drug addiction, meant that his artistic output was frequently interrupted. These interruptions, coupled with medical bills and periods of incarceration, placed a severe strain on his finances. Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye's influence on the world of R&B and soul music is immeasurable. Tracks like I Heard It Through the Grapevine and Let's Get It On showcase his raw vocal talent and ability to tap into the zeitgeist of the times. Yet his personal life was a tumultuous one. Struggles with substance abuse, a strained relationship with his father, and multiple divorces wreaked havoc on his finances. Coupled with tax issues, these challenges pushed Gaye to bankruptcy and led him to spend his later years in Europe to avoid tax collectors. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these was the most surprising to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below.